As you can see, I'm a Aer Sling veteran. I have the AER Sling 3 in X-Pack, the AER Sling 3 in Ultra, the Aer City Sling 3 in Ultra, and also the Aer City Sling 2 in X-Pack, not right here. What are my first thoughts on this new Aer Street Sling? First, we'll do a quick tour of this one. After this, we'll do the pros and cons. Then we'll do a pack with me. After this, the specs. And finally, who is this sling for? Let's go! Quick tour of this new Street Sling from Aer. It's the Cordura 1680D version of it. First, what you can see is this V-buckle in the front. I know it's not everyone's taste, but I think it looks pretty slick and pretty military looking. To open it, you can do something like this and then it opens. When you open it, then you have a flap like this, and on the inside you have something like this. Here you have Cordura material, here you have the pocket, and here you have a key leash like this. That's the front pocket. Then you can open this and you have the main compartment, same materials as on the new Aer City Pack Pro and City Pack backpack. You have this pocket, you have the main compartment like this, and then you have this, okay? Pretty straightforward. And on the back, you have this sleeve without anything to close it, no magnet, no zip, nothing. And then you have some loops here, loop here, loop on the other side, and then you have the strap, which is removable. So like this, you can just detach it and that's it. And that's pretty much it for the quick tour. My first impression, pros and cons, 3 pros, 3 cons. We'll begin with the cons. So the first one is maybe the opening is maybe a little bit overkill just for a flap. I mean, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to open, but it needs a movement like this on top and then like this, so it's not so easy. Maybe something, I don't know exactly, but I know Feedlock makes a lot of different feedlocks, and this one maybe, or some others, would maybe have been nicer for this usage. Maybe not the one I showed you, but some smaller ones and easier to open, because here maybe a little too hard. Then the straps are a little thin, so if it's quite empty or not so filled, it will be perfect. But if you put a lot of stuff inside, if you compare it against the AER Sling 3 X-Pack or the AER Sling 3 in Ultra right here, you can see that the size is not the same at all. Then something I don't really like is the fact that the rear pocket is non-closing. On some Alpaka slings you have a magnet here, here you have nothing. Like on my other slings, like the AER Sling 3 with a zip on the back, that's always nicer than just this. I know it's for quick grab and go, maybe to put your phone, but then it's not so secure inside. It's a way of doing it. I don't really like it, but I can understand it. Then on the pro side, first of all, it's a refreshing design from Aer. As you can see with the other slings, they were more in the long form, or the City Sling 3 Ultra. This one is 2.4 liters, this one is 2 liters, so this one is bigger than this one. But as you can see, the footprint is not at all the same, so very different from their offerings from before. Then the build quality is, as expected, awesome. This is the Cordura version. The other versions are also very nice. Same build quality as on the new backpacks, so just awesome. And then the last pro for me is the fact that it can be used as a pouch, so you can just, like I showed you before, you remove this and then you do the same on the other side like this, and then that's it. You have no sling anymore, that's a pouch. Or you can also add other straps. If you have some straps maybe with this kind of system, you can just use them right here on these loops and improve the strap system maybe. Or you can just use it as a pouch. Here is an example of the load you can put inside here. So as you can see, the shape I think is better when it's packed. So on the back here, on the non-closing pocket, I can put a flask with some water or some whatever you want inside, so you can just drink very quickly. Then on the front here, I put my keys. This is an implementation of my keys, as you can see here. And then I put my new wallet. I have a video on it. I don't know if it will be released yet or not. Here is my wallet from Alpaka, you can check it out. Then going to the main compartment, what I have inside, well, it's not fully loaded, but I have something here. I have a mini umbrella, I have my Tomtoc Aviator-T37 Pros, Joby stand for the phone, I have on the back a battery bank, and I think that's about it. I have a Robivon A28 right here. So that's quite a nice load that we have right here. Talking quickly about the specs, I will put the dimension in inch on screen. They say it's 20 centimeters in height. 20 centimeters, I think it's more. It's more than 20, 22, 22. Then here on this dimension, they say 14. I think it's a little more than that. Yeah, it's more 15 or 16. I don't know. Well, it's not exactly this. And then 8 centimeters in depth. Yeah, it depends how you pack it. And I fully packed it. Yeah, it will be 8 or more. Then it's 2.4 liter. It's about 270 grams, which is about 0.6 pounds. Now, who is this sling for? Well, if you have AER other offerings, it's not exactly the same kind of sling. This sling, I think, is the AER Sling 3 is kind of the travel sling or the best sling overall. I think you can fit a lot of things. But it's in this dimension, okay? I don't know if you like slings in this dimension. If you don't like sling in this dimension, this is a totally different offering since it's more vertical. It makes me remember when I was a teenager, we had some Eastpak, and so this is kind of the same sling but way more stylish and way nicer. So totally different from the other offerings from AER. And this one is kind of the sexy sling, the City Sling 3. Maybe the format, it's also in length, but it's only 2 liter, and as you can see, it looks quite bigger, maybe not when you see all the dimensions, but as you can see in length it's way bigger and it has less volume than this one. So this one maybe uses the volume a little bit in a nicer way. If you are a AER Sling already owner, maybe you can check it out. It's totally different from the other ones. If you want something like this, but not from AER, you have also Alpaka, I will put it on screen, that does something like this. You have also Tomtoc that is doing things like this. It's a very different offering from AER. I like it. Some people will not really like, or I saw some post on this feedlock that is overkill for this. I'm not so sure about it, but I can totally understand. Yeah, it's a little bit maybe overkill, but then it makes it look sleek, so that's nice. On a first look like this, I think I will give it something like 7.5 out of 10. I will use it and let's see if I raise the bar a little bit. Not my favorite sling. I think my favorite sling is still the AER Sling 3 Ultra or close to it, but it's a very different offering and I like this too. So I will use it and we'll see each other again with this sling in some months, I think. If you watched until here, it's because you like the content, so don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and grow the community. Don't forget that you also have the new YouTube community page on my channel, Taken Bags channel, and you can post videos, pictures, maybe not videos, but pictures and posts and so on, like a Reddit, but it's on my channel. I will reply personally to any post. So let's grow the community together. Let's go. See you, bye bye. Ciao, ciao.